Now, if we're going for, let's say the grouper, you know, your average size Cabria or even like a low to mid-grade Gulf, are you going to be looking at a reel, float line? What are you looking at?
So if you're gonna hunt Cabria really between 5 to 25 pounds, you can go either way. Some guys are comfortable with a float line just because they don't want the fish running in the hole and breaking their mono. They do cable on their rigging really, so that's really important, having the rigging. Many guys like float lines. I occasionally use float line as well. There is so many kinds of float lines. There is bungees, there is hybrids, there is stretch lines, there is you name it. The problem with float lines, if a big fish runs in the hole, it will break a regular vinyl float line. That's why we use the heavy duty ones over there, or even just plain ropes. The problem with the ropes is that they tangle easier than a float line. They are not as rigid. And now the finishes on a line, it can be like the Gannet Tie, it can be a pigtail and a quick link. So I personally like quick links, easy to get on and off. Gannet Tie is a no-brainer. If you have a Gannet line, then you definitely want to have one of these.
Petros, can you demonstrate that Gannet knot?
Forgot that some people don't know how to do this. So this is a typical sheet bend knot. It's just a different way you make it. So you have your the loop that you're gonna put around the gun. You're gonna pass it through the hole, turn it around, and that's it. Take this line. The float line itself will break before any of this breaks.
Floats can be good for two reasons. The first reason obviously is for their intended purpose of fighting a fish. But when you've got 4 people out on the water and you've got a boat trying to keep track of all of you, and you've got your fancy dancy camouflage on, it is going to be a little bit more difficult for the boat captain to see you. If you and your dive buddy, there's going to be 2 groups of 2. So if you and your dive buddy go this way and the other dive group goes this way, the captain has to keep track of everybody. So by having a float with you, even if it's not attached to your gun, even if you have it attached to a weight and another rope that you keep in your general vicinity, is going to help that boat captain keep you guys going. So Petros, maybe you can go through a few of the options for...
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Baja, you don't really need a tuna float per se. You just need a symbol marker float. And you can see over here there is too many really to choose from. You can simply go with a $40 float and be more than enough. I've seen guys take their blue water floats thinking they're gonna shoot this monster yellowtail that will take everything down. It's not a bad idea to have like a 15 psi or a 20 psi float. I've seen it before, big yellowtails, but in general you're targeting yellowtails up to maybe 30 pounds. So you really do not need a Gannet float out there. It's a good marker. If you have it, take it. If that's the only float you have, why buy another one?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you found that helpful. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments down below what float line and float you like to use. Or if you don't even like to use one, let me know that too. The next episode is going to be the final, and it's gonna cover all things accessories. That's talking knives, flashlights, and more. Stay safe in the water, and I'll see you on the next one.